Well, hi Libras, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for February 2022's reading. So, I have shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So, Libras, let's find out what can you expect coming up in your life. All cards are male or female. If it doesn't resonate, then it's probably not your reading. If it does resonate, it probably is your reading. You could always ask for a private reading or check your moon sign. Your moon sign is your private and emotional self. So Libras, let's see what we have here. We have the Hermit. The Hermit surrounds your entire reading. This is the card for Virgo. Virgo might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. But this is like very spiritual. It's like this has been on your mind about what is your path forward? What does it look like? What path should you take if there's choices in front of you? It's like the universe hears you when the Hermit comes out and they're shining the lantern on things that you need to know. So I look around the Hermit, okay? I'm going to look around as we go up here in your highest energy. Not one of the cards that the Hermit's shining the lantern on, but these two cards are the highest energy cards in your entire reading. Breadcrumbing, Six of Pentacles. It feels like someone was breadcrumbing you, probably in a relationship, feeding you peanuts, throwing your scales off balance. It's like barely feeding you enough to keep you into a relationship, but not offering any bit more, okay? So this Six of Pentacles is right next to the Four Cups. It looks like they tried to come back in. You have been in and out of a relationship with this person, but now you're changing your mind. It's like you're thinking of yourself now. You have your arms crossed. They try to come back in to breadcrumb you again, and you know it, okay? And you're like, no, I don't think so. I'm looking for another path forward. And that is exactly what you're doing. So in not accepting this offer, they don't actually come out and say, hey, can I come back in and breadcrumb you? I mean, but that's what you know that you'll get. And I feel like this isn't the first time. And so in what we have here, how it ends up is you become happily single. You get into this place of self-confidence and security and stability and just being you as a single person. You might have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your chart someplace or around this reading, but this is a beautiful, well-grounded card. So you're coming out on the other side of this grounded and ready to move forward. You've got this Wheel of Fortune under the Six of Pentacles and next to the Hermit. Yeah, and the other thing the Hermit's shining the lantern on here too is that resisting them from coming back in again. So, also, the Hermit is actually shining the lantern right on the Wheel of Fortune. This is awesome. The Wheel of Fortune is the universe. And so the wheels are turning. In the universe, it's for your better, for your fortune. You can't stop that wheel. So maybe you're wondering where you got the strength to actually, say no to them returning again. It's because the Wheel of Fortune, the universe is involved. And the universe will have its way. There is a better place for you, and they're trying to get you there. So the Hermit is showing us, you refuse that. It's because you got better things you need to do, better places you need to go. On the other side of the Hermit, connected to the Hermit, is the Ace of Pentacles. Now you've been looking for a solid, secure, and stable life. Now you can do that on your own, but I think you want to share it. Share yourself, share your stability, be grounded, and be in a commitment with somebody. So the Ace of Pentacles is right under the Nine of Pentacles and on the back side of the Hermit here. So I feel like this is where the universe is trying to take you. Right under the Wheel of Fortune, oh goodness, is the Two of Cups. This is soulmates with love and friendship. So this could be best friends with love. There might be somebody already around you that you already know when this card comes out that you will end up in a relationship with. Not the same person up here. This is friendship with love. This is not friends with benefits because I have no other cards here that tell me that. It's right under the Wheel of Fortune. It's for the better, so it's not friends with benefits. This is going to be a love relationship where you're also best friends and soulmates. The universe is taking you there. I have the Page of Pentacles next to the Two of Cups and under the Hermit. Right, attached to the Hermit, there's that Pentacle again. This is what's been on your mind. This is why you refuse that cup. You really want a stable and secure relationship. And you're tired of this breadcrumbing thing. You've been looking trying to look into the Pentacle as if it's a crystal ball, trying to see your path forward to find your Pentacle in life. Okay? So you're looking for a soulmate with lots of love that can be best friends and secure and stable and have a Pentacle so that they can be committable. You're tired of messing around. On the other side, the Page of Pentacles is the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, you got some pentacles going on here in this reading. This is really what's on your mind. With the Hermit being in the center, the Wheel of Fortune is moving you that way. The Queen of Pentacles can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading, just like the Nine of Pentacles. And here we have 3 if you want to count for Virgo so far in your reading, if you want to count. But the energy is what's most important here. And look at you. I mean, you are really set on something secure and stable with this Queen of Pentacles. You're mature. You're single and you're ready. And so, when this soulmate comes along, this is like one of the main things that you're going to be thinking about besides the love is you're going to be thinking, are they grounded? Are they secure? Are they stable? Can they be willing to move forward with me? Wow. And it's all because of this relationship that really has turned your head towards knowing what you want and knowing what you don't want. Let's take out the second half for Libras for 2. Oh, goodbye to toxic energy for sure. Yeah, that was not a really good relationship. Oh boy, comes the Sun. There you are again, Libra. King of Swords. Ace of Swords. Okay. I have the Devil card up here. And this is toxic energy. This is also just the card for Capricorn just because of the horns. So Capricorn might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But whoever you were tied to was tied to something or someone else. That's why they were breadcrumbing you, made the relationship toxic. Got the King of Wands right next to the Devil. The King of Wands it's a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart. But more importantly, besides that, is you're hanging on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand, and your hand is on your hip with your other hand. And you're ready. You're ready to move forward. And forward away from, I think there's been some bickering about, how this relationship should be, how it should look. There could have been a third party now that I see these coming out. There could have been, or a third energy, even if it was an addiction or something like that, that was interfering in this relationship. Well, goodbye to all of that, okay? This is a black card. Those pentacles there are the lack of security and stability in this relationship. Because there was toxic energy, and you are moving forward from it. I have the Sun card under the Devil card, and next to the Ace of Pentacles. So, goodbye toxic energy. Hello, love. Hello, happiness. Hello, fresh starts, new beginnings. And look, right next to the Ace of Pentacles. You have a soulmate coming in. There's somebody that's meant to be with you out there. And the Hermit is trying to show us that. You are headed toward a beautiful, loving place in your life. You go forth. Here's the King of Swords with your sword up. You are in self-protection mode. You're seeking the truth. You're seeking the clarity. Eyes wide open as you move forward. Okay? So the King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. You might have Gemini or Aquarius in your chart someplace too. And or there might be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius around this reading also. Someplace else around the reading. But this is your energy. And so you are very self-confident, like I say, and self-protectant. And, you know, if you don't see what it is that you want now, you'll just, you know, do away with them. You're like, no. I have the Seven of Pentacles next to the King of Swords and under the Three of Pentacles. This is, you've been waiting for those pentacles and waiting for a relationship to come to fruition, to actually turn into something that you can hang on to, that has love, that has joy. Okay? And you've got your sword up, and you're not settling for anything less. You've been waiting, and you will continue to wait if you have to. Under the sun is the Ace of Swords, and next to the Queen of Pentacles. That sword, you know, the truth and the clarity magnified here, that's what it's all about. So being on guard. And the truth and the clarity is, you know what you want. But I don't think you know that the universe is actually involved in some of the decisions that you've been making and moving yourself forward. But they are. And as you go forth, you will be seeking this truth and this clarity. It's a very valiant card. And you will be looking for the pentacles. They have to be grounded. That Ace of Swords is right next to the Five of Swords. Under the King of Swords. You know, you're picking up your swords of truth and clarity. And you're looking back at this old relationship. Look, there's two figures moving away. Looking back at them and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I think you feel relief from coming out of that relationship. The look on this person's face, and you're picking up the swords like, oh, finally. I can breathe. I can move on. I can be myself. I have hope for the future. And then on the other side of the Five of Swords and under this waiting and waiting and waiting, which is right under that Three of Pentacles, these people walking away. This is all you were getting. You were getting a Page of Cups from that person. This has a fish in it, this cup. So Pisces can be involved. Pisces might be in your chart or around this reading. But the cup that was being offered had a fish in it, so it was tainted. So there was no way they could really truly offer love. But you kept waiting. Excuse me. Kept waiting. They're finally gone. And there goes that Page of Cups too, right along with this Five of Swords. And watching them leave, it's freeing you up. The joy is, you're right on the edge, or right now, either way, getting right into this fresh start, this new beginning. Watch for a soulmate. They will be very grounded. They will be very honest with you, because you're gonna seek the honesty. They're also gonna have a big cup of love for you, and you'll end up being best friends. I want to see one more card at the bottom of the deck. The King of Cups. Okay, this is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. That gives us 2 for Pisces, if we're counting. But the King of Cups, this actually goes right here. So there's a couple things. The King of Cups is pulling back their cup of love. You still have it. A huge cup of love in your heart, okay? But you pulled it back to be you again. So you took that cup of love and now you're holding it close to yourself. So you're not reaching out with it. And you're going to hang on to that cup until the right person comes along where you'll want to reach out with that cup again. So this is your reading, Libras. Thank you for watching. Universal Guidance Tarot.